coming to you live from the top of the Brookshire Hotel, and welcome to Teens Are Talking. Now let me tell you a little bit about Teens Are Talking. Okay, so listen up. This isn't just your ordinary show. This show is for teens, made by teens, starring for teens. We've got lots of great guests. We've got a band from the St. Veronica Orchestra, we've got our own teen musician, and much more. So stick around. Hi, I'm Shantae Campbell here at the lovely Brookshire Hotel, and I just finished having a lovely breakfast, and I'm here with Mr. Kevin Stanley. How are you?
Good morning, Shantae. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing wonderful myself. Yes.
Now, we were talking about for this segment, for Teens Are Talking, about role models and how this show could play as a venue for kids who do not have role models, and you seem like a very good role model. Tell us a little bit about what you do outside of the Brookshire Hotel.
Well, I'm involved with my church as well as just helping friends and some things I do. I believe strongly in role models. I'm active in my community. I assist some of the elderly neighbors in my community. My community has a lot of people that are probably in their 70-plus age range, and so sometimes they don't take care of in their houses and around their homes as well.
And how about the teens in your church? Are you very active?
I attend Holy Rock Church in East Baltimore, and my mom was actually the founder of it. Oh, wow. So we have an outreach ministry that we do a lot of things, helping people in the neighborhood rebuild their lives, assisting people with clothing.
And you sound like you have a voice for singing. Do you sing?
No, I do around here though. My coworkers, they always hear me singing here, but I'm not the one.
That's great. And it would be lovely to have the Brookshire Hotel back something like this for the teens.
Well, teens are a very important part of our continued commitment. One of the things that our company, Maya Jabera, has done, Maya Jabera, we started the Eileen Smith Scholarship Foundation. And that is something that all the hotels within our company, they raise money throughout the year to benefit this scholarship fund, and it helps single mothers with kids who want to go to college.
Well, and what's this you got here?
Shantae, since you've been such a wonderful host this morning, on behalf of Harbor Magic Hotels, I would like to present you with a Harbor Magic water bottle and some Godiva chocolates. Sweets for a sweet.
Oh, now this is expensive. This is expensive. Thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming on the show. You definitely are a role model, and we hope to have you back on the show again.
Well, thank you. I look forward to coming back for you.
We'll be right back. The lovely Brookshire Hotel in downtown Baltimore, and I'm with the Duck. So what better morning than some good food and the Duck? One thing you guys know, or probably you don't know, I love music, and I am with someone who was born and blessed with a musical gift. Everyone, welcome to the show, Andre Jones. Hi, Andre.
Hey, Shantae. Shantae.
It's okay. It's okay. Now let's talk about this musical gift you've been blessed with. When did you first start, and realizing?
February of 1995.
How old were you?
Like about 5 years old.
5 years old.
Yeah.
And you knew that's just what you wanted to do.
Yes.
And from what I've seen and heard, you do that very well.
Yes, I did.
And so tell me a little bit about once you got started and started playing and where you started playing at.
I started at First Christian in a community church in Annapolis on Mother's Day in 1996. So I thought I'd do something special for my mother, and that's where it all began, in church on one Sunday.
And what are you doing now?
I'm starting with a group called Set Apart. and I'm still playing for the church and everything.
And I hear you've also been traveling with another group as well.
Yeah. Rustin Jackson and Grace.
And where do you guys usually you travel and just do concerts and different things?
We do concerts, interviews, a lot of stuff.
Have you recorded a CD with them yet?
Supposed to like sometime this year, like about the end of this year.
So is this a goal? Is this something that you see yourself doing as an adult, or?
No, I see it a great opportunity for somebody like myself, and just continue to do what I do.
And so is it a goal for you to actually start your own group, or do you want to, as you go into adulthood, is this something you want to go into and making CDs and things?
Yes, I'm trying to be a writer and a publisher.
Oh, writer. So you can write music.
Something like that.
Something like that. So do you sit down and write now?
No.
No. Just got to be taught, huh?
Right.
Right. Well, we have Mr. Musician himself, Andre Jones. Is it loud enough?
Is it loud enough?
My arm hurts, but come. Ooh, look at this. This is all looking.
Technical looking.
It's cheesy. Yeah, come on. She can come in the shot as well. All right, Andre, explain to me this whole setup, because I don't know anything.
This is a Korg Triton LE. This is like a standardized version from the real Triton. It's like a smaller version. If you want to do songs, it's like you record your songs on here, and you record right, and you could change all your preferences to the menu, and you could edit everything that you do. Like if your beat's off, you could quantize it over here, all this, and you could change it to 100%.
How'd you learn all this?
When you save everything you do, you save it to this little thing.
Wow.
And it holds about 16 megabytes of memory.
Wow.
It's just like a computer.
Impressive. Right.
And all your sound banks and everything. See everything. Got everything, or you can select by category. You got the keyboard sounds, you got the organs, you got the strings, brass, woodwind, guitar, bass, lead,
all in one
motion, and hits.
In one little keyboard.
Yeah, you got your drum sets, all that.
What's the organ? I want to hear the organ.
Just right here. You got right here. Or if you don't feel like playing it, you want to hear what sound like, all you have to do is press this audition button right here. And you could change me different organs and stuff.
Like that one. That's the chord trigger.
That wasn't an organ. My bad about that. And you got all the different pianos, auditions.
That's what I like.
Got everything on here. Then after that, and you could change between. You got all the sound effects, everything.
Wow.
It's all like my little computer station right here.
Got that right. This is very impressive. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, it's something. Right now, I'm just gonna do like about a whole chord trigger right here.
Okay.
Or I could go to this sound right here and. All your bells and controls right here. You got your reverb thing for echo. You got your velocity to make it bright or dark. You got your Renaissance right there. And right here you got the cutoff.
You can do the shot. You want to get in? She's going to be interviewing you for the show.
Okay. See, right now it's like short and choppy. You know. And then you go to a different more sounds. Like you got your basses right here. You go like. This is my favorite right here.
I know that song somewhere.
And you got everything right here. Like this is the standard drum kit right here. You got like 4 of them in one, so you could change through here. I'm also a rap fan, so you know me. Got everything. You got the leads. You can change this one.
Ooh, that's old now.
Or you could go to country style. Also, if you turn it off and I lift it up, you can see under here. You can install extra stuff through here. To like in the back, I can show you everything. It's like this is where you would put everything.
You don't want it too loud. You know I was downstairs to go to sleep. You can't come back and do that. Okay, just turn down the volume down a little bit.
Okay.
All right. For her second. Okay. I just wanted to tell you that. Now go ahead and do what you got. You can finish. Just had to turn the volume down.
First of all, right here is a sampling board where like when you unscrew these 3 screws and you put the sampling board in, and you have little input things right here. So like you could put a CD player in and you could play a CD player right through the keyboard, and you could add special effects through it. And right here, these are the different lines. Like Almano means like nice and soft. If you put into individual, that means you could hook all 3 or 4 at the same time. And poundable things where like if you want to say you buttons on here. So you go to global right here. Go to global, you change that, so like change the sound like that. You just put your foot on the switch and it'll change the sounds for you. And right here is like foot pedal for damper, which means sustained. So like if I'm playing a song and it's nice, it's so choppy, I have a foot pedal, a sustained foot pedal. Now I press down on it, it makes the notes sound longer. And the minis, the mini jacks are like if you have 2 keyboards and like you don't know the sounds on one, and you want both of them to sound just alike. So if you want the keyboard that you have like another keyboard, you use the Triton, and so everything you play down here will be on that other keyboard.
Oh, wow.
So there you have it.
Yes, there we have it.
The Triton works.
How old are you now, Andre?
I'll be 14 next Thursday.
Wow. Well, happy birthday.
Thanks
for coming on Teens Are Talking. Good job. Aww. And I'm here with a couple of teens, and I have Andre, Shelby, and Kevin. And we're just going to do a little bit of segment on, basically, it's a show for teens, starring teens, made by teens. Anybody want to comment first?
I guess that I can say we could be talking about, like, if teens having problems in schools and their home problems, they could, like, talk about it and we could try to help them out. So,
I think it would be interesting to see politics these days and what's going on in our government. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting with so much terrorists and different things.
Yeah, like how it affects teenagers and how it affects younger generation. Because we hear a lot about how it affects the older generation in business and stuff, and it would be interesting to hear about how America's youth.
And I know one thing too, a lot of things are being cut as far as like budgets.
I think that it's not fair that the teachers' budgets are getting cut to educate us, and then they're cheating us out of our education. Really.
I would have to agree. And also another big thing that's big with teens is music. And as we, in another segment, we interviewed our very own teen musician. Tell us a little bit about what you all think about the music that we have out now.
some of it's inspiring, some of it's too vulgar for some children to listen to, and they try to repeat, and they do stuff that they see, and they end up getting hurt or they in a lot of trouble with the yourself.
I think that some of our role models of today in music are coming from some very unexpected places, and I think it would be good to figure out what type of musician and which musicians would be good role models for teenagers. I think that would be interesting.
I would agree. And lastly, who do you guys see as role models?
I don't really have a role model. I'm just myself.
Neither do I.
I think that everybody's biggest role model is their parents, first of all, and second of all, probably musicians and people within entertainment, but primarily would definitely be the parents, because they nurture and raise, and you learn everything you know from your parents.
Now, what about those teens that don't have those role models as parents? I mean, there are so many that do not have parents. And that's why I think one of the main reasons starting this show is that they can have a role model.
I think that important role models in any teenager's or young person's life would be their parents, because we learn everything we know from our parents. Our parents raise us, and that's basically where we learn all our values and value systems from. So I think those are our most important role models. I would say musicians or people in entertainment. A lot of times you find with the newer generation, younger people within religion, saints, and God or whatever. And I think that those are strong role models too. I think even stronger than people in entertainment.
Yeah. Now, what would you say, Kevin, as far as those teens who do not have their parents as well?
I don't know what to say, because I was raised by my parents, so I don't know how they would feel. I can't really relate. I really feel sorry for them. I really do. But I believe that if they were searching for a role model, that the best ones to find would be the ones that really focus more on helping other people and the good values. What everybody can agree on is good values. I think that would be more important, because a lot of the people in entertainment and music today are good, strong role models, but they're not the best role models we would want for our younger generation.
So, in all that said, I would think that Teens Are Talking would be a very good place where teens that do not have parents as role models can come and share with their peers and feel comfortable to feel like, I do have a place to go and talk to people and feel like I can look up to somebody who does care about me if I don't have that parent at home.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea, because they can express their personal feelings about how hard it is with their parents, and how.
So there you have it. There's a teen here that expressed how they feel and thinks that Teens Are Talking is a very good idea, and we hope that you feel the same way.
I like rap music, I like gospel, I like R&B. Those are the main three.
You said you like Ludacris. He's a rapper. Okay, well, what specifically, why do you like him?
Because he look good.
Well, that's nice.
What do you think of Seth?
Seth. Seth, he's nice. He's just really hyper.
So what can you do as an older aunt provide as far as being a role model to him? What do you feel that you should be as a role model to him coming up?
I try not to do anything wrong so that he won't pick up on it, because once he picks up on it, he might think that it's right, and I don't want him to walk around doing wrong. So.
Okay, so you feel that you are a role model to your nephew Seth?
Yes, I do, because I really don't have a role model for myself because I'm going to be who I want to be, but I try to be a role model for my nephew because I don't want him to go up doing wrong. I want him to try to be the best that he can be and everything, and I know he's really talented, that he will make it some kind of way.
What are we talking about now?
I think it would be interesting to find out how teens feel about politics as far as our government goes and issues that are going on right now in our country, like with terrorism, with all the terrorism that's been happening lately. I would be interested to find out how it affects the younger generation as far as young people and teens. I think that would be cool to talk about on your show.
Yeah, what's a topic you would want to talk on something like this?
We could have the teens, for our teens are talking, we could have them talk how they feel about our world and all of it, like how everything's going on, like about the war and everything, for our troops that are stationed in Iraq and other parts where there's war. I think that would be a good idea.
And your brother is actually in the service, right?
Yeah, my brother is in the Navy, but he's not in Iraq.
Right.
He's stationed in Norfolk at the naval base.
But I mean, if anything was to go, completely down, they could call all services.
Yeah, then I will have. I will not feel safe if my brother had to go to Iraq.
Well, you guys, we made it through our very first show. You guys excited? You want to see it next week? Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. There's Shantae Campbell with Teens Are Talking, coming to you live from the Brookshire Hotel. Peace. Well, we have to thank Kevin Stanley for letting us tape here at the beautiful Brookshire Hotel and for these lovely gifts he gave me and our guests.